Hey, hello everyone, Tanak here. Welcome to episode 22 of Building My Industrial Empire in EVE Online. So let's start with the usual network update. So here's the EVE asset. I'm having a little problem with my mouse. Okay, here's the EVE asset network update. So my personal net worth is now at 11.4 billion. The corporation is increasing in value and is now at 6.2 billion ISK. I get the feeling that the corporation is going to become more valuable than me pretty soon. So what's the corporation assets are? The RR is our Raitaru, our Atenor. And then anyway, you'll see because I got some fun update for you guys today. My personal net worth increased because I managed to do a lot of incursion this week to rebuild my wallet balance. So I got like almost 6 billion in my wallet. And the corporation is making also a lot of profit on the mining side. I'm not taking money out of the corporation right now. I'm still feeding it a little bit, but it is growing with the contribution of everybody in Corp. So we are progressing a lot. So if you want to see like the update chart here, so as you can see, starting, so that's 23 weeks or 22. It's episode 22, so it's 22 week in game, and I'm now, well, the progression has been pretty good, I would say. So what do I want to talk about? Well, I'll go with the usual structure that I'm starting to adopt because I think it covers everything when I go like this. So we're gonna go Corp's news, a little bit about HR, how we're going on that side, our industrial operation, our politic and expansion, and me personally, what I'm doing in Corp. So Corp's news, we now have a 50 character in the corporation. I now have corporate management at level 4, so I can recruit up to 80, but I got like some free skill point that I will inject, so this won't be a problem if we grow. And as you can see, most of these people are people that log in regularly. We do have some old account or people that logged in like a week ago, and we haven't seen since, but I'm guessing that at some point either they will return, or if after a month, if we don't see them, well, and we need the place, maybe we will kick them out. I haven't have a plan for that. Eve is a game, so for me, you can go on vacation and maybe they won't tell me, so I'm not gonna kick somebody out if I don't need the place. But we do have most of our members that are logged in every day. Or every 2 or 3 days. So we have people online almost all the time. We have 4 officers, and we're starting to think about delegating other role like contract management to manage the ore buyback program, like some little stuff. So we need to work out a little bit how the governance will work. Right now, the 4 officers they're not director, but they got like almost every other right. The only thing that I got truly secure just for me is the blueprint library and my personal hangar, but the rest is we're sharing the workload with the officers. So we're 2 on North American time, and there's 3 on European time, which is about our how many member we have, so if proportional to the member we have, so that way there's always an officer online if we need. Our industrial operation, this is the really cool news for this week. I told you that we had the Project Space Whale. Well, Project Space Whale is going on. We are building our first Obelisk, and we've got our in French is carnet commande. In English it would be order book of industrial capital. So this Obelisk, we already have a client that negotiated a price for it, and we're going to be making a a good profit. I mean, we're not gouging him, but we're going to make a profit compared to what we invested in the mineral. And then we have another one that order an orca that we will start pretty soon. So we are making an industrial company work right now. So of course we still have to iron out our supply chain, but the first one, everybody pitched in. People were mining for the Corp. People were donating parts. So the component were built by multiple people in the Corp. We still have people that need to scale up to capital construction, but it is coming together pretty well. So I'm actually very happy with that. So once we sell that orca, once we sell that obelisk, we're moving on to that orca, and hopefully more will come from that. Also, we have a bunch of company that started setting up offices in our structures, and we have negotiated with a few companies, like some I would say trade agreement, or we're cooperating with a group of other industrial company. We're acting as subcontractor for some of them, and some of them are acting as subcontractor for us. For example, we're not specializing in fuel, but we got a pretty good price for fuel that is being delivered at our starbase already. So that logistical nightmare is taking away from us at a minimal cost. So, and they're making a profit on selling us the fuel. So it's a win-win for that. And we got a few contract like that. The person that is buying our first obelisk is going to use it in the construction of a T2 ship. So we're providing workforce for him, and so everybody's winning in that. So we are integrating in a larger industrial supply chain right now, which is pretty cool. That I'm having a lot of fun managing that. Mining fleet last week, we had 19 people from the Corp on at that time mining for an hour for the Corp. We pulled a little more than 500 million. And we're not at the point where we're fully optimizing that. It's more like it's a kind of big party. Bring your ship, mine, bring whatever ship you want, mine, get the bonus and everything. And that's basically the Corp. Not even the Corp tax, because it's voluntary, but is come for an hour, help the Corp out. It pays for everything. So that's kind of how we're setting up right now, and it is going great for now. We also have an ore buyback program, so any of our miner can sell us any ore they mine at. We're internally offering 90% the JITA price, but they don't have to go all the way to JITA. And a lot of people are participating in that. It's voluntary. They're allowed to go to JITA and sell it if they want. There's no hard rule in their corporation, but we have a lot of participation in that, even to the point where ore is not as much a problem as cash flow for now. But as we get our sell order out, the cash should solve itself. That's the way I'm seeing that. Also, we wanted to add rigs in the Raitaru, but that I'm going to talk about in the next part, which is politic and expansion. And you've seen me spinning around my Navy issue Vexor, that you'll see in the next section that will start now. So politics and expansion. I told you guys day one I wanted some POCO. Well, I have a super cool story with that to tell you. I actually got asked to broker a deal between a person that was selling a POCO and a person that was buying a POCO, and I was asked to act as a trusted third party. This was super cool. They offered me 20 million to help secure the transfer, but as we were getting ready to do the operation, the buyer got cold feet because I think he recognized one of the person in my, well, he recognized the Corp from my Corp from one of my officer, which is an alt of another character. So anyway, he kind of was worried that I was gonna rob him, and well, that's I can't force somebody to trust me. So anyway, it's not. I had no plan to rob him. So anyway, the deal didn't go through. I was a little bit sad because, I mean, playing the baby Shriba would have been like super nice, but anyway, it didn't happen, so too bad. But we had a POCO seller that was selling POCO in essence, and no more buyer. And he actually didn't have one, he had 3 to sell. So I bought them. I had some money aside, so instead of becoming a trusted third party, I became a buyer of POCO, and I bought 3 POCOs. So we now have 3 POCOs in the Corp, and we have a deal incoming to get a few more. So I need to set up like how we're gonna work, because I know the dynamic of not having them all into one corporation, because you want to make yourself a little more protected against a declaration of war. So I know all that. I've read about that dynamic, and I know it. I personally don't like it because I think it's a lot of logistic. I would rather have them all in Corp, so we still need to see how we're going to do the setup if we get more. But anyway, I bought 3 POCO for 600 million, and I wouldn't say so far they are a super good investment. You can make, well, we don't tax that much. We're taxing 11%, which is a lot lower. Well, not a lot lower. It is lower than what other people are charging. It's higher than what I would charge personally normally. But the thing is, I don't want to be like crashing the POCO market by myself, and so I think there's a middle point between gouging people and crashing the market, and also making yourself a target of the other owners of POCO, because if you're taking too much of their business away because you're setting price too low, you're eventually going to become a target. So all in all, the balance I've struck was 11% for people outside the Corp. Obviously, Corp member don't get to pay that as much, so the tax is minimal for Corp member. And we plan on getting a few more at least. Not because they're a super good they're a super long-term investment if you don't get them shut down before. Do I expect to get them shut down between the next year? Yeah, probably. Same thing as any structure I lay down, same thing as anything you acquire in this game. There's always the possibility of you losing it, but at some point you gotta get over that fear, because you're never gonna do anything if you're always scared. I mean, there's no point in just running incursion all day to see a bank account progressing and not actually playing the game, which is which is actually participating in the universe we're in. So that's it. So anyway, 3 POCO now, more incoming, and so that's about it for the POCO side. The reason you see that little Navy Vexor, and the reason you will hear that video a little later than usual, is that our right arrow was pushed through shield. So the same group that I'm not even giving them the joy of mentioning them on the stream, the same group of pirate that attacked us, they actually hit our Raitaru earlier this week, and push it and shut the shield, so it's now going into armor. And the fight is gonna happen at 2 a.m. Eve time. What I want to do, because we do have some preparation made, and we do intend to try and fight and protect it. We have some people that are supposed to come and help, because when I started, I was a newbie, but I talked to people. I played a game. I make friends, and my officers in Corp that joined me afterward, some of them have been playing the game for a while, and Corp member I've been playing for a while. So, I mean, we got some new people, but we also have some people that have experience and that have a network. So, all in all, we're not alone in every fight that we do. So it is a social game, and so we're going to play the social game. And even though we are just slowly minor, we're going to take what we can to fight, and we're going to team up with our friend, and we're going to try to defend what we're building. So that's part of the game, and we'll see how it goes. So that's 2 a.m. Eve time. I'm gonna publish this video right now I'm gonna schedule it to publish like right after the Raitaru vulnerability period is over. So if there was a fight, it will be finished by the time you will read this video. And what I want to do is publish a battle report tomorrow. The reason I'm doing that is I just don't want to have our enemy know that we're gonna put up a fight and that we're ready for them. There is the possibility that they won't show up. It is a weird time. Very early morning in Europe, late night East Coast North America. So, I mean, for them, it's probably, I'm guessing if they did that, it's probably a good time for them. We don't know if they're going to show up. When they first showed up, they had one Myrmidon, one Brutix, and one Vindicator to hit the station, and then one guy went away with the Brutix and came back with a Dread. So they actually hit us with capital ship. We'll see what happened. Last time they tried to hit one of our structure and that they committed a large fleet. They lost 2 battleship for 1.5 billion. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Will they take their Dread out? Will they hit us with that? Will our allies? Will we have cavalry coming in to help us, or will we just have a slugfest with our few allies that I know that are here already? I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. But anyway, tomorrow you're gonna have a little wrap up from me on the Battle of Yvangier, if there was one, or a 5-minute video to tell you they didn't show up, and that's it. So, anything else that I need to tell you? Okay, well, what I'm training now is advanced industry to get into capital construction so that we can have a few more people. I want to be one of the extra people that can help assemble our industrial cap faster. Again, our goal, our business plan is to go with industrial cap as long as we have the small structure here. And when we feel secure enough in that structure, we want to move into an Asbel to be able to do combat capital ship, as well as industrial. We're not going to stop our industrial line, especially if it's making us money, but we want to expand it into a larger structure long term. And we want to also enhance our star base, which is an Athanor, to eventually go with a larger one like a Tatara probably. so I'm training advanced industry to go into that capital production. The other thing is just stuff I want. I want tons of stuff, but I got only 13 million skill point. So could I go with injector? Yes, I've probably been thinking about that. The thing is, I want to. My wallet at around 5 billion is a comfortable level where I feel I can risk stuff while still doesn't feel that I'm going to be on the street if I lose something. If I would lose, for example, my incursion vindicator, I could buy it back, and I could buy 2 back probably. So I'm at the point where I'm comfortable risking what I have. I don't want it to go lower than that, so I could spend a bunch of money to get the skill injector, but right now I'm just taking it slowly, hopefully getting into capital production. After that, cybernetic is to get the T4 implant for refining, and this metallurgy is to get into I don't even remember why I got it here. I knew I had something else relating to that. One thing I haven't been doing much is actually producing myself. I've been researching our corporate blueprints, which we have like a bunch of them, but I haven't done much production. I have actually not been much of an industrialist personally. I've mostly been running industrial corp, but that's okay. I mean, I still get to see all the little interesting detail. I don't have to be the one pressing the build button to have fun enjoying how a capital ship is built. Actually, it is probably more fun to operate at a level where I get to see the integration of the supply chain with our subcontractor, with everybody building. One thing that you do get as a CEO is you get a super huge respect for our people that are moving stuff around. We couldn't operate without those guys, so big shout out to anybody that's hauling stuff. It is super important. It's the lifeblood of Eve, especially of the industrial supply chain. You need to get mineral from where they're mined. You need to bring it to the station, taking care of gate camps of pirates, and sometimes these things are high volume. So it is a very, very important job, and a big shout out to these people. And also, we're starting to have people that are applying to the Corp because they want to help us set up security. And while I'm not planning, and the goal never was to build up a little personal army, and it's not, when I say industrial empire, I do mean empire in the sense of having factory and having a large supply line. If I could be Switzerland and no one attacked me, and we could be building ship to our client without problem from pirates, that would be my ideal gameplay. But obviously we live in a violent universe with people that wants to target us, so we have to defend ourselves. So recruiting people that can help defend ourselves is part of the deal. It's part of the way you work. So we are doing that, and they will be a vital part of our corporation, same as our industrialists, because the guy that is flying a ship to protect the guy that is mining, well, he's helping the guy mine out in peace. So it all works together. So this is how we're progressing so far. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. You will get a special quick update or battle report if there was a battle tomorrow. This one, you will probably get the video right after the battle, so maybe if we lose or if we get pushed to Hull, I will be more sad tomorrow. If we fight back and we win, I will be I will be happy anyway. Right now you got the excited me that is waiting to see what will happen. So take care, guys, and see you all next week. Well, see you all tomorrow for a quick update. Bye bye.